Okay, hi, Math 20-2. So for this one, what we're going to start doing is something called unit analysis. So what I mean by that is we're going to be able to convert something like 80 kilometers an hour into different units like meters per hour. And we're going to be able to do that just by multiplying by something. So this one says a car travels at 80 kilometers an hour. Determine the car's speed in, and then it says write down the operation you're doing and number you're multiplying by / dividing by. So I'll show you what I mean by that. Oh, it's cloudy today. Okay, so you start off by just writing down 80 kilometers, and really this means kilometers in 1 hour, right? So I'm just going to write kilometers an hour. I'm going to kind of write it like that. So kilometers per 1 hour. Remember that from the last lesson, that's what that means though. Then what we're going to start doing is we're going to multiply by some factor. So we're going to do this every time. You're going to put bracket, bracket, and then like there's going to be something over top of something. And what we want to do is just change these units one by one. So we want to change kilometers an hour into meters first. And, oh, we're already in hours. So we only have to change one. So we just need to change the kilometers into meters. So the way we do this is we're going to multiply by something. We're going to multiply by and then what I need to look at is I want to say, okay, how many meters are in 1 kilometer? And there are 1,000 meters in 1 kilometer. So what I'm going to do is write 1,000 meters over 1 kilometer. Writing it like this it's pretty much the same thing as writing it like this. We're just setting up a ratio, right? So 1,000 meters over 1 kilometer. So we're writing it like that. And the reason why we said 1,000 meters over kilometers instead of maybe kilometers over meters is because you can see that now I've got kilometers right there, the original kilometers, and now pretty much that's over top of kilometers now down here. So now I can see that I've got kilometers over kilometers, so they are going to cancel. So kilometers divided by the kilometers down there, like the units are kilometers divided by kilometers, they're canceling. So now what I'm left with is meters over hours. So if I just do this, if I go 80 multiplied by 1,000, I'm left with units of meters over hours, meters per hour. That's what I'm looking for. So if you do that, you end up with 80,000. 3,000, and now I'm left with meters per hour. So I've changed my units there now, right? Okay, let's just do a few of these to kind of see if we can get that to drive home. So now we changed that from meters an hour to, or sorry, kilometers an hour to meters an hour. Now the next one says we want to change that instead of meters per hour, meters per minute. Well, I could start back at the beginning and change 80 kilometers an hour into meters a minute, but I see that one of them are meters and I've just changed that one into meters. Let's just start from this point. That'll probably make it easier. So let's go 80,000 meters per hour. So now we're going to do the same thing. Let's go start here. We're going to multiply it by something, and that's going to get us what we want, right? So, but last time we were changing kilometers into meters. This time what needs to change is hours. Right now on the bottom we have hours. We want to change it into minutes. So what you need to do is figure out, okay, how many minutes are in 1 hour? Well, there's 60 minutes in 1 hour. So I'm going to make that my ratio. But this time I'm going to put hours on the top. Any idea why I put hours on the top instead of the bottom? It's because I need to cancel my hours in the end. So that's why hours go on top, minutes go on the bottom. And now I just need to put, just like I had over here, there are 60 minutes in 1 hour. So now if I do that, I can see I've got hours over hours down here, so they cancel. And what I'm left with is 80,000 times 1 over 60. Well, that's just the same thing as 80,000 divided by 60, right? So that's all you need to do now is go 80,000 divided by 60, which is which is 1,333.3. And now my units that are left are, I'm left with, what do I have? I cancel out my hours. I've got meters per minute, right? So that's what we were looking for. So this is going to be meters per MIN. So that's that one. Okay, moving on down. Let's try the next one. So feet per second. Now again, we could start right at the beginning, but we've already got, to this point. We might as well just kind of start from here. So again, let's start by writing down that one. So I've got 1,333.3, and I figured that was meters per minute. Now I want to change that into feet per second. So now I've got two to do, right? Feet and seconds need to change to meters and minutes. So it's not that much more complicated. All we got to do is still multiply by some factor. So we multiply by that factor. And now it doesn't matter which one we change first. We can change meters or we can change minutes first. Let's change meters first. Let's pick that one. So if we change meters into feet, right, we want that to be in feet, then we need to do the same thing. And right here it says that there are 3.28 feet in 1 meter. So would you put the meters on the top or would you put it on the bottom? You'd put it on the bottom because we want our meters to cancel, right? Meters up there cancel with meters down there. So meters on the bottom, feet on the top. Oh, stop it. What is happening? Okay, feet on the top. And now we just got to put these two numbers in. So 3.28 feet in 1 meter. So I'm going to write 3.28 feet up top in 1 meter. So 1 on the bottom. And if I do that, now meters are going to cancel, right? So I'm good so far. But now if I look where I'm at, I would have units of feet per minute if I just multiplied, the tops there, right? 1,333 by 3.28. I'd have feet per minute. So we're not quite done. We want to have feet per second. So the next thing I'm going to do is multiply again. We're going to make another thing we're going to multiply by. So right now we're in units of feet per minute. I want that to be feet per second. So this needs to change, my minutes, right? So would you put, so here, just one sec. So let's go, how many, we want it to be seconds. So I'm going to say, okay, how many seconds are there in 1 minute? Well, there are 60 seconds in 1 minute. So we're going to put that over in there, right? Would I put minutes on the top or would I put minutes on the bottom? You would put minutes on the top so that they cancel with minutes on the bottom over here, right? So minutes on the top, seconds on the bottom. There are 60 seconds in 1 minute. So now if I do that, if I leave that, now I look at my units, I've got minutes on the bottom here, minutes on the bottom up here. They cancel there and they cancel there. And now if I look what I'm left with, the things I haven't crossed out, I'm left with units of feet per second. Perfect, that's what we wanted, right? So now all I need to do is multiply or divide the numbers the way they are. So up here I've got 1,333.3 times 3.28 divided by 60. So if you do that in your calculator, you are left with 72.9. So this would be equal to, we'll make that purple too, 72.9, and we had units of feet per second. So that would be my answer. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to get you guys to try 4 and 5. So I'll just kind of start you off. So the way we would start, again, you could start from any number you wanted to, but this seems like a good number to start from, the one we just found here. Let's say 72.9, and we're in right now units of feet per seconds, and we want to be in feet per hour. So I'm going to start you off here. One little hint too, you're going to say, okay, seconds to hours. That's what we want to change, right? So the question I have for you is, how many seconds are there? So some number of seconds in 1 hour. That's what we want to go in here, right? We need to have a certain number of seconds in 1 hour. You might say, I have no idea, how do I find that? Well, you guys really do know that. There's 60 seconds in 1 minute, and there are 60 minutes in 1 hour. So I'm gonna let you decide how many seconds would that make in 1 hour. So yeah, I'll let you guys figure that out and then see if you can get the right answer for feet per hour. Okay, so there's your answer for that one. There was 3,600 seconds in 1 hour. And if you're wondering how I got that, I just went, well, there are 60 seconds in a minute, and there are 60 minutes in an hour, so all you have to do is go 60 seconds times 60 minutes, and that'll get you into hours, right? So 60 times 60, that's where I got 3,600 from. Okay, moving on to the next one here. So it says we want now in miles per hour. Well, our answer here is in feet per hour, so that'll be an easy one to start. So I would start off by going, just using the number we had last time. And we're in feet per hour. I'm going to let you guys go ahead and see if you can figure out that one. Okay, and there's the answer for that one. One thing I just wanted to draw your guys' attention to before I end this video is where to find some of, like this one gave you a bunch of unit conversions, but just on your formula sheet, if you go there. So yeah, and it's on the website here too, that's where I'm at right now. So go to the formula sheet. Come on, okay. You'll see that I've got some common conversions here, right? So questions might say to go from pounds to kilograms, liters to gallons, yada yada. So this will be helpful for some of your questions. So just also know that that's there. So I'm going to end that video there, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next video.